As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Clemson Tigers taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. The hand to the running back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They feed him again. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Quickly complete. Finds a crease at the 20. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And that ball is picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Smashes through. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking deep. And the ball is intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll get rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. From the gun. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. All kinds of running room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. A first down for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pulls it in. It's Whitaker. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but...
He's off to the races. And that was a huge one that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun.
Throws for the end zone. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. Bulldozes him. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, now on second down. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass on second down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Longhorns! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. The offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Going with the ground game left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it in the middle, it's Knight. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Clemson will send the punt team out. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Running to the left. Keeps the legs moving. Flicks away another tackler. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football. All eyes on him and play physical.
Now the pitch. Open space at the 25. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Here we go. Handoff from the gun. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow. It's not the ideal start, but it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That 1st quarter is one they'd love to forget, so find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated, get them the football, and let them go to work.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Snap it to the back. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over New Mexico. just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gets it out quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Back to throw, it's Irvin. Fires to the big fella. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. He finds his man. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Quick tempo here for the offense. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's inside the 10. Oh, look out. There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Here comes the Texas offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
To the air on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Got him, and nobody's close. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. On the move. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
As a defensive guy now, we're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now. And the ball's out, and they're after it. The defense.
I don't know what that was, bro.
And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Getting some heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
One more snap coming before halftime. Corner's going to give them room. They'll throw it on 1st down. Time to take a shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the 2nd half.
Number 17, Texas.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And how about this defense? Really answering the challenge so far today. This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab on the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
Number 1.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. North Texas has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 14 to Western Michigan. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys,
thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The Longhorns want to move quickly. The lone back's got it. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. He'll keep it himself. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Ball's at the 14. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
On 3rd down, going up top. Pocket starts to collapse. Got his man. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call back pass plays. 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas, 46. Onside, 14.
Fair catch, called for and made. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He's looking for a man on second down. Quick strike complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Touch pass on the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clemson is quick to the line. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 10.
The AT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Texas.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Gets it out fast. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get to.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They'll throw it on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. On the ground, it's Whitaker. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's just so hard. You watch this team on tape week after week after week, and there's just not a lot of space. But great backs, not good backs, and not a lot of offenses having a lot of success. You got to be creative. You got to find ways to...
Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Touchdown, Tigers. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
Ready to try the point after. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. They'll leave it with him. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And, man, has old Uncle Mo swung on their side, Jesse.
And this offense is feeling it, too. They've made some big plays now, David. They're trying to make just a few more to come back and win this game.
Unbelievable. Down by so many now within a possession, and you got the ball. Keep the mojo going.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. This time it's complete. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away.
Texas.
And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. How about that weight room work he's showing off there as he gets across the 20? They'll mark it at the 22. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, they'll run it. At the 45 on his way. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Texas! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. On target over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. A big game there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride themselves on being the most physical unit, and you are seeing that in this game, shutting down this running back.
Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. They're trying to get to him. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Fast motion from the offense. They'll run the option. Powers through the defender. Running toward the tape. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated a
touchdown Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
You'll call for the fair catch here. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Texas! The defense takes matters into their own hands. That one puts them in really good shape.
Talk about a swing of momentum, bro.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're out there to take it over.
Man, they turned to the Grizzlies, bro. They terrible, bro. Oh man, I can't believe that receiver dropped it. I said, man, when you called that timeout on the onside kick and you did that second time, I was like, hey, that's my chance right there.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense.
Oh man, they choked the shit out of this game.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right
Damn.
now.
How was Miami, bro?
And that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here,
I know you did.
Your coaching staff, you're not going to.
You back in Texas, ain't it? You still in Texas, ain't it? I said you still in Texas, ain't it?
He's going to pass. Fires to the wide out. He's got an open man. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act.
Man, it's like they keep on making tweaks to the game, and then you gotta find the new little.
Here comes Clemson with
they be messing the game up.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wide out. Makes a connection. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Looking to move it through the air. Going for 6. And
that was wide open. That was a terrible pass.
When you get in the red area,
man, that's for being a touchdown right there.
really sharp, really crisp. It's played with great timing. The field is so strong.
Man, what's called Ali? He been tripping.
It's just tough to do, and he failed on that play right now.
Yeah, I don't know what he been on, bro.
Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement to the future defense.
I thought it showed up. I saw something pop up at the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower. Putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax.
Yeah.
Go back to the locker room. Know they're going to get the
And
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
like this is the best thing he got. What is it?
Makes the catch on the left.
I don't know what my corner was doing.
He's brought down after a huge completion. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
I had watched your Hall of Fame speech, man. Yeah, that's what's up. Who all went in that?
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And as the ball falls in, completes the clock, strike 0. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for